Hey guys, welcome to the first episode of Debunked. I'm your host, Austin Barnett. This is a new series presented by Opera Documentaries and Shockstar Media. This episode, it will be just me, and I will have other investigators from Opera, DOPS, ACRA, AMRA, MPPS, Aura, many others on here as well, but let's just go ahead and dive into it here. So I'm presented with this photo, and it should be popping up there now. It's from the Civil War. Around 1889 was when 1886 to 1889 was when this photo was first taken. And some people remember it. It was once featured in a textbook around the 1950s and 60s. It only appeared, through that time. To add to its authenticity, a documentarian, a physicist, and a paleontologist and a cryptozoologist were able to confirm the photo is genuine from not only the time period but also the subject pictured appears not to be a hoax or misidentified. The subject in question appears to be a petrosaur. For those of you who are not familiar with dinosaurs, petrosaur is a flying reptile related to the pterodactyl, which was thought to go extinct about 40 to 4 million years ago. But here we are presented with proof that they might not have. Now, besides the fact that scientists have confirmed it, there are still some people that doubt its authenticity due in part to the fact that no one has physically seen it. Yes, you're looking at it now. Well, you're not exactly looking at it now. What you're looking at is a photocopy of the real photo that was copied and sent out by an anonymous source of that time, which would have been around the 1950s, 1960s, meaning that this was, either A, somebody's private collection, or B, it was just a type of government vault or something. So, if the source is still great, is still around, is greatly appreciated, and, we thank you immensely for, getting this out there. The only thing I know for sure is the photo was taken in 1886 somewhere outside Vicksburg, Mississippi. No info on the soldiers or their names or ranks exist. So basically here we're going to address the elephant in the room, and now you should be seeing a second photo. It's eerily similar to the first. Now this is what just goes ahead and screws with everything, and pretty much discredits the first one. The photo that is being shown here is from the Fox TV Network's series Freaky Links, which featured a fictional character named Derek Barnes, played by one of my personal favorite actors, Ethan Embry. He and his team would travel cross country hunting monsters, ghosts, and everything in between, and posting their photos and videos on their fake website. They would quote unquote research into different topics and professors that weren't even real. Okay, keep in mind they weren't even real. Would offer insight on them. I am personally a fan of the show, even though it's an extremely short lifespan of 2000 2001. It was still a cool show. It was produced by Haxton Films, and yes, I mean the creators of the Blair Witch Project. Don't ridicule me. I thought the new one was pretty decent. Anyway, they turned around and discredited the first one on the Freaky Links website, and basically said that it was photoshopped due to discoloration in the pictures, and basically had a bunch of different types of professors from various colleges, commenting on the pictures, saying that it was a fake. Right. Well, first off, we're going to look at the second photo here. Basically, I'm just going to get into the nitty gritty. I ain't going to go too in depth with everything that I've noticed about the reason why the second picture, this fake picture, is actually fake, and it's extremely yellow. I mean, it's almost like it was just purposely made yellow. Everything in the picture is very blurry, almost like it was done intentionally to be blurry. And I have actually seen this episode personally. They do hunt down giant, some type of giant petrosaur. And basically, what you're seeing here, it has almost identical burns as the first one. The border is almost the same. But, this is why a lot of people believe that this photo is real and the one is a hoax, is mainly because of Freaky Links. There are also 6 men in the picture, just like the real ones. The subject itself, though, is a lot smaller and very less detailed. Honestly, it looks like a wet paper bag. Hexton has confirmed this, that it was just Civil War reenactor standing over a pterodactyl model. And, it still exists, I think, today in the a museum in Maine because it is one of the most detailed and accurate reconstructions of a pterosaur for a TV show ever. I think it's still there. I might be wrong. I never do. So basically, um, it's a fake. So you ever see this picture going around? Somebody tries to tell you it's real. It's from a TV show. I can verify it, and many others can verify it as well. Now moving on to the first photo I showed you. Okay, guys, let's get this out of the way. Skeptics say it's fake for mainly 5 reasons. One is you cannot see the man on the far left fingers gripping the rifle. Uh, the man in the center should not have his leg up on the creature because it's too big of a find. The subject of questions looks like a canoe, and what happened with the physical evidence that remains of this creature? Okay, so number one, with the fingers on the rifle. This is a photo from the late 1800s. Yes, photography was getting better, but it still was not perfected. This picture could be blurred, certain spots, or simply the angle of his hand, or it could also have been simply the sun was just hitting that part on his hand, and because of the, luminosity of the old photos, it could have just got whitewashed. Then we're going to move on here to number two, the man with his leg up on the pterosaur's head. I want to guess because this man was in the middle that he was the one who, was responsible for actually physically killing this thing. And, you got to think of time period this came out of, they didn't know what this thing was. They didn't have archaeological evidence of this thing at the time. For all they know, it was a flying monster. And to be honest, I take the picture the same way. It seems very, very prideful. For all we know, this thing could have been a threat, but we don't know. And don't come at me. 3 with the halos again. With the picture, is dated perfectly to the date specified. Earlier Photoshop didn't exist in those days in the 1950s and 60s, and it was very hard to obtain in the early 90s when the photo even hit the internet. So the odds of this even being remotely close to being Photoshopped it's the whole idea of it is just ludicrous, and that just needs to stop. Even here with the whole subject looking like a canoe and some type of piece of wood underneath the canoe. As you can see here, these are physical models of pterosaurs, and basically they did have very, very canoe-shaped wingspan. So there's nothing there that's off about that. So don't even, go there with me on that one. It's proven. We're just going to go ahead and move on now. With the remains. The remains were lost. I've tracked down 2 major stories as to what happened. Number one, the church somehow gotten a hold of it and it's hidden somewhere because, this could possibly rewrite, human history. And it was held. The second one was it was held by somebody, presumably somebody in the photo, or it took the photo and was lost to time. Just over time, somebody just lost track of it. It just sat and rotted away. For my favorite, the soldiers in the picture just shortly after taking the picture, along with the photographer, physically went and cooked up the meat of the creature and just simply tossed the remains, and they just got lost to time, as most carcasses do. Um, Another thing that sets us apart from a hoax is the fact that petrosaurs weren't found until the 1900s. And even if this fits perfectly, even the picture itself, you can see just where the muscles are on this creature. The anatomy of it just fits so well, but, this would be impossible to hoax in 1886 because, once again, the pterosaurs weren't found until the 1900s, until into the 1900s, meaning they would have never even known what these things look like. It would have been extremely hard to fake this. Here you can even see where they had to break brush to get the creature over into that area to take pictures. You can see where it was dragged, signifying that it was very, very heavy. This picture is so detailed. Once you enhance it, and that's actually what we've done here. You can see its eyes, the white part, as well as the teeth and the eyebrow, which lines up perfectly to the skull of a now extinct pterosaur. And the photo itself, to me, it looks like it was burned in some places, and it looks like it was trying to be destroyed purposely before somebody decided not to destroy it. Why? But there's no other information that exists about this. I'm going to dig deep. I do have a Freedom of Information Act request regarding this matter. It's just a matter of time before I hear something back. And of course, you all will be updated the moment I do for now. But for now, here's some examples of how detailed this creature is. We have run it through some different filters. I'm just going to run that for you now. So, is what we're looking at a modern pterosaur? In my opinion, yes. Based on the time frame, America was still very, very, still, very, very uncharted. It was still very, very, uh, covered in a lot of places, that would be, perfect environment for this type of creature to exist. Um, as well as, there's also Indian tribes who spoke of these creatures just from all over the world. And, it's actually interesting that this just happened, to fall in my lap when it did. This photo has been making its rounds on the internet since the early days of the internet. And not much is known about it. It's kind of fallen into the world of the macabre, something that you kind of question. But I just wanted to sit here, and this is just my opinion. Yes, I do believe that this photo is real. Yes, I do believe what we are looking at is a modern day pterosaur. And no, I do not think this is a hoax. But the main questions we need to ask ourselves: could this rewrite human history? Was someone trying to destroy this photo, and why? Who are the soldiers photographed, and what really happened on that day? Or maybe we'll never know, or maybe one day we will get answers. So I guess in conclusion, we did debunk a couple of things. The fact that there are two almost identical pictures out there, but one is real and one is not. I've also dismissed many claims that this is photoshopped. Of course, once again, this makes it impossible because of the time period that this even surfaced online. So I'm just going to leave you all with that. Until next time, I'm Austin. Have a great day, everybody. Hey guys, hope you enjoyed the show. Please like and subscribe for more interesting videos like this and more coming soon. And don't miss the exclusive sneak peek at Paranormal Nation coming in 2 weeks.